It's a great occasion that we are here at the Meridian Overseas. Myself, Umesh Prasad Singh, a faculty of Meridian Overseas for IELTS here in Jaipur. It's really a great pleasure to announce that we have a very brilliant student here in IELTS who has cracked the IELTS examination just a month ago, securing 7 bands with a specific agenda to go to Canada to study. Here there are some of the questions which I would like to ask to my student, and I'm sure as a faculty member of this institution, he will do his best in giving advice to those students who are appearing for IELTS and cracking this examination to facilitate their success in life. So my direct question to Navneet, he's Navneet Kumar, he will just tell you that how he got 7 bands and what was the contribution he received from Meridian Overseas. So over to Navneet.
Yes, sir. Before starting, first of all, I'd like to say thanks to all of the staff of Meridian and especially Amar sir, Umesh sir and Preeti ma'am. Initially before joining in this institute, I was really ambiguous and I was in dilemmatic situation like which institute to join. So there is furthermore, when I come to know about Meridian, when I visited the place, means the joining process was completely different, which admired me a lot. Like I was still I remember I was having a meeting with Amar sir, then he sent me to Umesh sir and Preeti ma'am, and they were evaluating me on further of few of the things, like speaking was one of the part. I was interviewed for 10 to 15 minutes that the person shall be part of the institute or not. So there's a one thing which means admire me, enticed me to join the institute. And definitely there are a lot of other things means which I'll keep telling, which cannot be described. Like bravery is the soul of wit, as sir said in the Shakespeare, written by Shakespeare. So means everything cannot be described in 10 to 15 minutes. So
and it's a great occasion. He has quoted Shakespeare, William Shakespeare of Hamlet, where he says brevity is the soul of wit. It is the literary exposition of the ideas which constitutes to the success of my student Navneet. Now here is a direct question from my side, that what exactly he did for his speaking skills, because many of the students in IELTS, they get hovering around so far as speaking is concerned. So what did you do for your speaking? Just advise students of IELTS in the world.
Although every part of IELTS is equally important, in case of speaking, like I got a special privilege by Umesh sir, who got a certain background, and means there are certain exercises which I was asked before appearing in IELTS, and definitely it was a clear-cut advantage to me, like the few exercises which definitely I'd like to suggest other IELTS aspirant also. Like every day I'm spending 15 to 20 minutes on daily basis at the front of mirror, and I'm practicing with that. So that is a one exercise. Apart from this, like on day-to-day basis, I'm spending some time with Umesh sir. So he gradually he keep guiding me, and occasionally he keep advising me some special tricks and how to crack an IELTS in speaking test specifically.
Apart from this, what do you do about your vocab, the word stocks? Because you have a fund of stocks of words that I know. How do you advise students to clear and to increase their word power in vocabs while speaking?
Yes, sir. This is the one thing which I missed while speaking on the speaking part. Means there are so many words, like tough words which was given to me, and you can say that in my dictionary there are words around 40 to 50 which was specially designed by me, which was specially given to me, like after watching my skills, after listening my skills. So these were the words and few of the phrases like I was practicing on daily basis. So
one of the aspects of Navneet is very important, that he has the ability to expound and explorate. Being a worker, he is working, he is a professional individual and he is very busy. And out of his busy schedule, I would like to ask Navneet that how did you find time for IELTS preparation in spite of the fact that you are working so hard in your business circle and in your business organization? How do busy people can crack IELTS? Let's come to know from Navneet.
Yeah, sir, it was the toughest part of my IELTS preparation. Initially, when I was joining this institute, I was very much worried that how I be able to manage with my timings. But sir, continuous motivation keep coming from Amar sir and Umesh sir. So that make me motivated to do exercise on a daily basis. Like I have scheduled all of the things. Like in the morning time, it is decided that I have to do writing because with the fresh mind you can concentrate. And apart from this, like after my official hour, I usually come to academy and prepare with my speaking. Then after getting back to home, means it's really like exhausting phenomena. Means complete day you are working, then after attending a class of 1 or 1.5 hours, then you have to
This
spend
is a
some time.
nice accelerating experience narrated by Navneet, that even a professional like him, who is busy 24 into 7, right from morning till evening, he could extract time for IELTS. Because IELTS is a technique examination which creates a system generated in the personality to speak in public in front of oratory skills, and this power my student, as I am very proud of him, of his achievement and his future success also. I really wish him every success. And at the same time, the final question which I would like to ask to him is this, that how do you suggest that students nowadays, they try to hover around here and there finding the institute which is the right place to crack the examination, and what exactly IELTS do to prepare leadership? How can you make leaders in speaking? So give some advice to those students who are freshers, newcomers in this organization of speaking skills, especially in IELTS. What do you tell about them?
Sir, I'm speaking personally on behalf of my experiences. Before I was joining Meridean, like hovering, I was just beating around the bush. I was not able to find a good institute, and there was so many students who were like me. There are so many students who are preparing for ACADS, although I am trying for general training. So that is one advice which I'd like to give all of the students who want to go to Canada or any of the country who want to appear in IELTS. Like the guidance which is given by Meridian Institute is not available at any place in the Jaipur, or you can say that any place of the Rajasthan. So that is the means I am privileged to say that Meridian is the one institute who will take care of each and everything of yours related to IELTS. So that is the one thing which I'm pretty sure if any student is going to join Meridian, definitely he or she would be having an advantage over others.
This is really a great answer. On the behalf of Meridian Overseas and on my own behalf, I would like to invite the attention of the people at the world at large that Meridian is a word which means time to time, the world Greenwich Mean Time, which means a meridian of knowledge, meridian of understanding, meridian of time. Time and tide waits for none. And William Shakespeare always quoted that it is relation to the brevity is the soul of wit, that when we are brief, we are to the point, and we remember that meridian is a part and parcel of life. We live meridian, we think meridian, we understand meridian, and we know what speaking, reading, writing and skills, according to William Wordsworth in the Connection to Excursion poem. It is the elevation to the world of metaphysics, to the world of meditation and to the world of speaking skill to become leader Meridian here on my behalf and on the behalf of the entire fraternity. And my student has clearly mentioned that it is the soul of wit, the wisdom, the intelligence which matters a lot. And in this final connectivity, on the behalf of myself and on the behalf of the entire fraternity, and also there are many institutes trying to advocate the advocacy of millions in the light of IELTS, but the international democracy, international ideas, international administration and management depends on the ideology and ideation to speech modulation, which is the tenets, the specific tenets in the world of speaking voice modulation in International English Language Testing System. With these words, I call it a day. Thank you once again to Navneet, my student. In spite of his busy schedule, he is with us to improve and to guide the students who are going ahead with this IELTS examination. Thank you very much once again to one and all. Thanks for the attention.